shoot. Well, first, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? How about now? There we go. Well, listen, thank you guys for being patient. We thought that the batteries were going to work in the microphones, and obviously they didn't, so we had to scramble around and find some 9-volt batteries. So again, thank you guys for bearing with us. Good evening and welcome to the LPN to RN 203 completion ceremony. My name is Tim Johnson. I'm the Adult Education Director here at Collins, and I want to make a few introductions. Unfortunately, we have a few board members, and Mr. Pittis, our superintendent, is unable to be here tonight. So the first one I'll again introduce is Mr. Adam Pittis. He, again, unfortunately is not here tonight. We do have one of our board members with us tonight, and that is Mr. Chuck Oldacre. Our other board members are Kevin Hacker, Chris Collier, Phil Collins, that's a singer, Phil Carpenter, and Mark Fields. Obviously, I wasn't prepared for the delay, so it's got me kind of out of sorts. Oh, shucks. Maybe you guys would like to see Phil Collins. Maybe he'd be better. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank Ironton City Schools for allowing us to use their auditorium. I'd also like to thank Collins Career Technical Center's High School Digital Media Department for live streaming the ceremony, and you will be able to go back on Facebook and watch that tonight. I want to introduce our faculty. First, I'd like to introduce Ms. Molly Coburn, the Director of Nursing. Ms. Amber Gleam, Associate Director of Nursing. Our instructors, Hannah Carnes, Haley Mays, and Jeremy Snyder. Today is a monumentous occasion, a day to celebrate not just the completion of an academic journey, but the hard work, determination, and resilience that each of the graduates have shown. As graduates of this adult education program, you will embody the spirit of lifelong learning. You've balanced the demands of work, your family, and life with the pursuit of education. This is no small feat, and it speaks volumes about your commitment to self-improvement in your future. It is now my pleasure to get to introduce our class speaker for the LPN to RN 203, and that is Miss Aaliyah Fraley.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. I feel very honored and proud to speak on behalf of this amazing class. 12 months ago, we all stepped into a classroom strangers, but we all shared one goal, and that was to grow. As nurses, we each chose to rise, to grow, and to keep going, even when the path felt anything but easy. Somewhere along the way of being an LPN, we all decided that we wanted more. Not more titles or recognition, but more knowledge, more responsibilities, and more ways to make a difference. That decision ultimately led us here. For me, the dream of becoming a nurse started long before I ever opened a textbook or stepped into the clinical setting. As a child, I remember sitting in the hospital with my grandmother, watching a nurse walk into the room with such confidence and compassion and thinking, that's what I want to be someday. Maybe it was the way each nurse cared for somebody that I loved, or the way they made me feel safe in a moment of fear. All the time, it was just a dream that felt simple, distant, and full of possibility. Life, of course, didn't make this dream easy. There were many detours, responsibilities, obstacles, and moments where that childhood vision felt very far away. But somehow, that dream never really left any of us. It stayed quiet in the background, reminding us of who we wanted to come. And step by step, choice by choice, we found our way back to it, first as LPNs and now as registered nurses. What makes this moment so meaningful is that we didn't walk into this without experience. We carried real-life lessons with us. We have held hands in difficult moments, advocated for patients who needed a voice, and learned that nursing is just as much about compassion as it is clinical skills. As Florence Nightingale wisely said, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives." That truth will follow us far beyond today, with a lifelong commitment to growth, learning, and excellence. Along the way, there have been many moments that tested us, but also moments that made us laugh and reminded us that we are human. One moment I think many of us will never forget is when we were all ready for an online exam review, but Mr. Schneider never posted our announcement to join the call. At first, we were all a little concerned and confused, and then we found out the reason. He had forgotten because he was at Texas Roadhouse, of all places. Now, I think it's important to note, this taught us a few things. Our teachers have off days, life happens, and sometimes you can't compete with rolls and cinnamon butter. But, in all seriousness, these moments have taught us many things. We all hope for understanding in our own mistakes, so we chose to laugh, forgive, and move forward together, learning to carry compassion not only for our patients, but for each other. To our family and loved ones, thank you for your patience, your encouragement, and for believing in us when we struggle to believe in ourselves. And to our instructors, even the one who occasionally gets distracted by a steak dinner, thank you for guiding us, challenging us, and helping shape us into the nurses we are becoming. As we move forward, let's always remember why we started. Let's hold on to that childhood dream, the one rooted in kindness, compassion, and the simple desire to help others. Because nursing is not just what we do, it's who we are. Congratulations, Cohort 203. Our journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come.
Let's give her another round of applause. That was very good. Now for the presentation of awards to the class, I will introduce Ms. Haley Mays and Mr. Jeremy Snyder.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to start by saying how incredibly proud we are of this class. We are so proud of each and every one of you. It has been a joy and an honor to have each of you in class. The first award tonight is the Spirit of Nursing Award. This is given to students who consistently demonstrate compassion, professionalism, resilience, and a deep commitment to caring for others, not just patients, but classmates and staff as well. This year, we are honored to present the Spirit of Nursing Award to Roger McCarty. Next, we have the Best Clinician Award. This recognizes a student who demonstrated strong critical thinking, clinical confidence, and the ability to connect knowledge to patient care in real time in the clinical setting. This student consistently showed up prepared, adaptable, and ready to advocate for their patient. This is determined by the clinical instructors. This year's Best Clinician Award is Dustin Lemon. Finally, we have the GPA Awards presented to the following students who all had a 4.0. First, Kendra Clark. Fraley, Roger McCarty, and finally Christina McKinley. Thank you.
And now for the pinning ceremony, the speaker will be Miss Amber Glean.
First row. David Arthur. Skylar Blackburn. Casey Blagg. Kasia Brown. DeJuan Clark. Kendra Clark. Alyssa Cook. James Crowder. Emma Cummings. Emily Daniels. Aaliyah Fraley. Michaela Gillespie. Jamie Green. Hannah Lanhart.
Roger McCarty. Christina McGlone. Christina McKinley. Jacqueline Olenek. Carly Rowe. Tammy Stevens. Nicole Summers. Emily Taylor. Allie Wiedenhammer. Christina Williamson. Noah Wilson. Madeline Yates.
Before we close tonight, I want to read the nursing poem. Give my mind compassion and understanding. Give my heart endless compassion. Give my hands skill and tenderness. Give my ears the ability to listen well. Give my lips the words of comfort. And give me the strength for this selfless service, and enable me to give hope to those I am called to serve. I hope that you guys always remember to keep the patient in the center of your care. You guys being LPNs to RNs, you already know that people are ruder, they're meaner, they're not nice. But keep that patient at the center of what you're doing. Okay? All right. No one gets to this graduation night by themselves. You guys have family, friends, you have significant others that have encouraged you to get where you are tonight. I would like for you guys to stand and give them a round of applause. And now it becomes your guys' turn to celebrate them. Let's all stand and give them a round of applause. I, again, appreciate you guys being patient as we were trying to work out some technical difficulties. I thank you guys for choosing us to further your education. And that concludes our service tonight, and I hope that you guys all have a wonderful evening celebrating your graduates. Speaking. Your legs just trembled a little.
Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Dana, congratulations. Proud of you. Come a long way. Had to work hard. You are welcome. Congratulations. Tell me where you guys are having dinner. I'll come over tonight.
Tell us Jerry's not invited.
Yeah, Jerry's not invited. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. Good to see you. Thank you.
Good job, sir.
Start doing show.